All right.
Yes, as I have said that to summarize the passage of Cape Town requires from you to use or to build a complex sentence. And as I told you that there are three types of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and the last one, the fourth, is complex compound sentence. So to build this complex sentence or
Can you
compound
please
sentence,
explain for me this again?
complex
What is a
compound.
complex?
Yes, we will
What
explain
does
it.
that mean? Can you explain it?
Yes, of course. With the details and with examples, we will explain what does it mean complex compound sentence. First of all, what you have to bear in your mind is that to build a sentence like complex or compound requires connectives. Connectives are example sample in front of you. As you see, connective in English could be addition of IDs, like and, also, besides, furthermore, moreover, in addition. These connectives are to use it to for additional when we would like to add other IDs, to explain more IDs. There are also other connectives of time. For example, next, finally, now, subsequently, when there is a result of something as consequence, thereafter, after a short time. Other connectives in English for order, like chronological order, like first, second, finally, from here on, to begin with, last of all. So these connections, you can use them. It depends on what you would like to explain. So if you are in front of IDs, you would like to add more IDs to explain something or to elaborate your idea, you can use either one of these connectives, like and also. If you are talking about time, use next, finally, now, subsequently, thereafter, after a short time. And if you'd like to give an order to something, for example, you would like to present for example, the drawbacks of cigarettes, and you start by cancer of lips, cancer of throats, cancer of lungs, etc. You can start by these connectives of order, like first, second, third, finally, next, etc. to begin with, last of all, etc. Also, for connectives of place, these are important to use them among your sentences, among complex sentences, like above, behind, below, there, to the right, to the left, nearby, on the other side. Signal in example, you would like to say something and to give an example to illustrate, to elaborate it more. So, for example, such as, moreover, for instance, to illustrate means to elaborate, to give more details, to be specific. Okay, but if there is a cause and a result, you say as a result, hence, it means for this reason, accordingly, as a consequence, therefore, bina'an ala. And if there is a purpose, qasd, you say to this end, for this purpose, with this in mind, for this reason. And in case you would like to, in your sentence, to compare between two things, use the following connectives, like, which means similar to, or similarly, or in the same, or in the same manner, or in the same way, or as so. Now, if we would like to use connectives for contrast or opposite, you can say but, yet, in contrast, conversely, however, still, nevertheless, on the other hand, not with understanding. All these connectives are for contrasts to show the opposite of your idea. If you would like to summarize a report or report something, say in summary, this you can use it at the end of your essay or paragraph. For example, to connect your sentence in summary, to sum up, to repeat, briefly, it means shortly, or in short, finally, on the whole, or on the entire,
So that's
therefore.
what it means.
Sorry,
So that's what it means.
what is it?
To
Therefore,
summarize.
to summarize, it
Yeah.
means to sum up. It means in brief, you will tell what the main idea in briefly, in short, In terms summarize, in summary, it means in short. باختصار. Okay? On the whole, therefore, as I have said, in conclusion, all these are synonyms, as you can see. In summary, it means in conclusion. It means briefly. It means in short. So all these terms here are connectives to summarize or to report something. So you have to be aware of these connectives and you have to use them when you would like to
Right.
write your paragraphs or essays or any kind of sentence. So these are connectives are very important. Now, concerning the complex sentence, here is an example. Maybe it's not that it's blurred, it's not that clear, but I will retype them again. As you see, simple, compound, and complex sentence. Simple. If we say this sentence, it was raining. It was raining. So
It's a past tense.
no, this is a past continuous or past progressive tense.
Also, like if there is was, it's continuous.
Yes, because there is ing at the end of the verb to be plus verb rain plus ing. But
That's
anyway,
interesting.
yeah, but anyway, what's important is that it was raining. This sentence is simple.
It was raining.
Yeah, it is simple sentence. It's not compound. It's not complex. It is just simple. Why it is simple? Because we have subject pronoun, which is it. Then we have the verb, which is to be, subject plus to be plus verb plus ing. So it is simple sentence. A simple sentence makes sense on its own and usually gives one piece of information. It does not have to be a short sentence. So this is definition of simple sentence. A simple sentence, it gives one piece of information, no more. It doesn't give us like a result of something, cause, consequence, or other effects. It is not long sentence. It is not short sentence. It is in between. It could be short. It could be long. But the main idea, there is one subject, which is it, verb, and object. And it gives one information. So the main idea for simple sentences gives one piece of information. It doesn't give us two informations. So it was raining. It tells us that it was raining in the past. Okay, one information. So this is a simple or kind or an example of simple sentence. Now, compound sentence with the blue color here, like for example, it was raining, so I took my umbrella. This is compound, which means there are two parts of sentence, compound. So there is, it was raining, this is one sentence. I took my umbrella, it is another sentence. So these two sentences with blue color are linked or are compounded with a connective, which is so. So is a connective, which means as a result of, or because of, or due to, or owing to. These are synonyms of so.
All right.
A compound sentence has two clauses. So here you can ask the question, what does it mean, clause? Clause is a set of words, is group of words. And there are two types of clauses. There is main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause, which means there is indefinite number of verbs. Subordinate clause, there is finite number of verbs. Limited. So here we say, for example, compound has two clauses, two parts of the sentence. So clause, it means two parts, group of words. 1, 2, 3. It was raining, 3 words. Then I took my umbrella. I, 1, took 2, my possessive adjective 3, umbrella object is 4. So it was raining is one sentence, which means one clause, which means one part. I took my umbrella, it is a sentence, which means one clause or another part of sentence. So how many parts are there? 2 parts. What does link between them? So. So is a connective. That's why we call this sentence compound sentence. A compound sentence has 2 clauses or has 2 parts, which are joined or linked with a connective like so, like and, but are, as I showed you in the beginning in the chart. Connectives of IDs, connectives of order, connective similarity, etc. Now, example of complex sentence with a pink color. As it was raining, I took my umbrella. It means when as it was raining, I took my umbrella. So, or we say, I took my umbrella as it was raining. So here there is no problem. Either we can swap the places of the sentence. The first part, as it was raining, I took my umbrella. I took my umbrella as it was raining. So the main idea here, which makes sense, is I took my umbrella. This what matters. As it was raining is a kind of subordinate. So here's a complex sentence, has main clause, the bit that makes sense and on its own. So the main clause is a sentence that makes sense in its own. It doesn't require another sentence to explain it or to elaborate it. When I say I took my umbrella, the idea comes to our minds. It means me, I open and I take the umbrella. It means there is a reason why I use my umbrella. Either it is so hot, so sunny, so I'm afraid to get an attack, a heat attack. So, or it is too rainy, so I use the umbrella. I took my umbrella. This is main. This is the essential, the important sentence. As it was raining, this is just an addition, kind of explanation, results of why I took my umbrella. I'm explaining to say, as if this is subordinate. It's not main. Okay? So subordinate clause, it means it adds information, but it doesn't make sense in its own. If you say as it was, if someone tell you, look, Abdullah, as it was raining, and he puts full stop, there is no idea here. What does it mean? It's not my business as it was raining. What does it mean? I have not got the point. What would you like to say? As it was raining. So what? Okay, so this is subordinate, which means a sentence or clause that just add information but doesn't make sense on its own. But when I say, hey, Abdullah, I took my umbrella, this makes sense because you will understand that there is a reason why I use my umbrella. Either it is hot, sunny, or it is raining. So the sentence that makes sense on its own is called main clause, or another synonym, independent. For example, what does it mean independent? If there is, for example, let me ask you, is your mom working or is
No.
a housewife?
Yes.
Is she a housewife or working?
She used to work and retired.
Okay, let us say your mom, now she is working, okay? So
Okay.
your mom, even now she is retired, but she is independent. This is a reality. Your mom is independent. She used to be independent and she is still independent. It means she is to her own to take care of her family and of her kids and of her husband by herself. She is able to, she is capable, she is independent. Okay? So if we take another example of your aunt or your someone of your member of the family, and you find a woman that she is a housewife, it means she stays at home. She has no work. She has never started working. So this woman is not independent, but she is dependent, which means she is relying on her husband to take care of her. So the idea here with an independent, it means main clause. I took my umbrella is independent clause, or we say main clause. As it was raining with a red color, it's just dependent clause or set of words, or it is dependent, which means it has no meaning, no sense, unless it goes hand in hand with another sentence with a blue color, which is I took my umbrella. So as it was raining, it has no function unless, save with exception, when it comes with another sentence, I took my umbrella. So these are three types of sentences: simple, compound, complex. Simple, it gives one piece of information. Compound, it gives two sentences, two parts connected, joined with a connective. Complex sentence, which means there are two parts of sentences. One is main, independent. One is subordinate, dependent. One is important. It gives meaning on its own. One, it does give no meaning on its own, no sense. It is called subordinate clause. Now, there is what is called the fourth type of sentence, complex compound. Pay attention, complex compound sentence. So here, another example of complex sentence. So complex sentence, it means one independent clause and one dependent clause. What does it mean, one independent clause? It means main clause. And dependent clause, or more, or three, or four, it means subordinate clause. For example, we have sentence with blue color and with yellow with blue. The baby slept while the rain fell. The baby slept while the rain fell. Fell is the verb to fall. In the simple past to say fell, in past participle it becomes fallen. F-A-L-L-E-N. So where is the independent clause, or where is the main clause in this sentence? The baby slept while the rain fell. Abdullah?
Yes.
Where is independent clause? Where is main clause in this sentence? So first of all, the baby slept while the rain fell. Is this simple sentence, compound sentence, or complex sentence? No, it's not simple. Simple gives us one piece of information. Look here, it says the baby slept is one information. The rain fell is second information. So this is not simple. Is it compound?
Yes.
Why?
Because it has two information.
No, it's not that. It's not compound.
Complex?
If it is compound, we need a connective. Where is a connective? It needs a connectives, as we stated here, either so, and, but, or. Is there any kind of connectives here? In case you say yes, while is a connective, I will agree with you. While is a connective, is a kind of connective. But here you can notice that the baby slept. This sentence, it gives sense on its own. When we say while the rain fell, this gives no sense. What does it mean if you tell me while the rain fell? I have not got your point. There is no clue. What do you mean by while the rain fell? It's not my business. What do you want to say? But if you tell me the baby slept, I understand that the baby was crying or was tired, was high time
so
to
the baby
sleep.
slept while the rain was falling.
So what's important? The sentence which is main, very important here, independent or main clause or independent or important sentence. Where is it? Blue or yellow?
Blue.
Blue, no. The
yellow.
Yes, main هي الأساسية، الفكرة الأساسية أو الجملة الأساسية أو الجملة المستقلة أو الجملة التي معناها قائم بذاتها، نفهمه، لها معنى. الجملة بالأزرق ما عندها معنى. While the rain fell، ماذا تريد أن تقول؟ بينما المطر سقط. لم أفهم ما تقول. هذه الجملة تعتمد على جملة أساسية أخرى ما عندها معنى قائم بذاته. إذن yellow color حينما أقول the baby slept, this is main idea. This is main clause. This is independent clause. This is first part. ثم تبعها جملة dependent. الجملة بالأزرق depend أي معتمدة على الجملة بالأصفر. ما عندها معنى لو لم توجد الجملة بالأصفر. The baby slept while the rain fell. يعني أن نوم هذا الطفل كان متزامنا مع تساقط الأمطار. Maybe the sound of rain plays a kind of music to the baby ears. While the rain fell, the baby slept. إذن هذا لا يغير شيء من الجملة. Even if we swap, we change the place of the sentences. The main idea, the baby slept, is main clause or it is independent clause. So subordinate clause is while the rain fell. This is an example of complex sentence, okay? Now, complex compound. As I told you, compound complex. It means two or more independent clauses, two or more dependent clauses. So look here, please. The baby slept, one clause. The rain fell, one clause. How many clauses? Two clauses. Connective is while. The baby slept while the rain fell. It's not compound. Why? Because the baby slept gives sense on its own. It is independent. It is main. While the rain fell, it's not independent. It is dependent. It is not main clause. It is subordinate clause. It means it gives no meaning on its own. That's why we call the baby slept while the rain fell complex sentence. Now, compound complex, which means we will have two independent, two yellow color sentences, plus connected, plus two dependent sentences. Have you got the point?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, this one is called a compound sentence. For example, the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched while the rain fell. The baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched while the rain fell. Here, you can start from the beginning of the sentence till the full stop, and you can single out the connective. So you will find and is a kind of connective or coordinator, رابط. While is also a connective. So we have two connectives. If you see, or recall with me that connectives are used when we talk about compound sentences. Connectives in compound sentences here with green color or blue, light blue. So since there is a connective, it means we are in front of compound sentence, number one. While it is a kind of connective, but use it in a complex sentence. So and while it means we are in front of compound complex sentence. The baby slept is a main clause, or it is independent clause. The baby dreamt, it is a main clause or independent clause. How many pieces of information have we got from this yellow sentence? Two. And the mother watched is another piece of information, which is coordinated or joined or linked with the previous sentence, which is the baby slept and dreamed. So we have one sentence, the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched. Two independent sentences, two main clauses. While the rain fell, it doesn't give a sense on its own, which means the sentence with blue color is subordinate. So here, we joined two yellow sentences, the baby slept and dreamed, the mother watched, by connective and all of that is main clause. And all of that is compound sentence. Because we have said, recall with me, please, that connective, so, and, but, or. It means it was already so, I took, and I took, or but I took, or I took. It is a compound. So here, two sentences here, the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched. All that from that till watched is a compound sentence. Why? Because there is a coordinator, there is a connective called and. So the baby slept and dreamed is independent. It means main clause. The mother watches is independent. It means, what does it mean? Independent gives meaning on its own. The mother watches. If it's still the mother watches TV, it's okay. I understand. Yes, the mother is watching. She does not play. She doesn't play PlayStation. She does not sew with needles, a shirt or shorts or trousers. No, she is watching TV. She watched TV. She finished the action. And if you say the baby slept and dreamed, it means the sentence is independent. I understand. Yes, the baby slept and dreamed. Of course, first of all, he slept, then he dreamed, because I heard him say, Mama, Mama, while he was sleeping. So the baby slept and dreamed is main clause. The mother watches is also main clause. So two main clauses or two independent clauses joined or linked with a coordinator or connective called and. So since there is and with the red color, so these two sentences with the yellow color, all of that, these two sentences represent compound. But we have while the rain fell. The rain fell, it doesn't give a sense on its own. It means there is no meaning if you tell someone the rain fell. Okay, what you would like to say? The rain fell. Okay, it's not my business. So what? The rain fell. Okay, it's okay. It means these sentence blue depend on the previous two sentences, depends on the previous two independent clauses, depends on the previous two main clauses. So the rain fell is dependent, and while is a conjunction that links the two main clauses or two independent clauses with the dependent clauses with the red color, the rain fell. That's why compound complex.
Okay.
This is complex, for compound,
Compound. Okay.
plus complex. Complex is this one, yellow color. Okay, why this is compound? Because there is sentence that gives information. It is stays by its own, plus connective. This sentence is also main clause. It gives an idea by its own. So these two sentences compound. Then we have while. This is dependent. It gives no meaning. It's so compound plus complex.
Okay.
That's why when we read the text, we will focus on that. So when remember when we ask you to summarize why the visitors are attracted to Cape Town, you have to take your pen, think of the main ideas of the text, single out the main keywords, and build a complex sentence or compound complex sentence to resume. This is a summary. It will be a very good sentence. And you have to use the connectives as I showed with you here in this chart. Use one of these charts to think of, first of all, with two main clauses and one complex, or you can change. You can start with the like here we say, so this is same. While the rain fell, the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watches. Where is the problem? No problem. The meaning stays as it is. So here we have said some of which the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched while the rain fell. The number one equal to while the rain fell, the baby slept and dreamed, and the mother watched. So if I ask you in sentence number two, what is a complex sentence?
Complex sentence?
Yes.
The green, I meant the blue.
Yes, why the rain fell? And compound is the baby slept and he dreamed, and the mother watched. So where is sentence, the main clause or independent clause number one in sentence two? Main clause number one, where is it?
Main clause number one.
Yes, main clause or independent. We say main clause or independent clause, same. Main independent, it means main clause. It means one meaning, it gives a meaning on its own. The baby slept and dreamed, number one, main clause or independent clause, it gives one meaning. The mother watched, independent clause number two. So number one plus number two with a connective. Huh? So this one plus two, it means compound. Then we have while plus dependent or subordinate. It means complex. So complex plus compound. So if we drop one plus two, we say complex plus compound. Complex plus compound. That's why we say here, either instead of saying compound complex, number two, while the rain, the baby slept and dreamed and the mother, it is complex compound, as if we swap the places, we change the places. So here the title of sentence number two, here, this sentence is called complex compound. But number one, here it is called compound complex because we started with two compound sentences linked with the connective and. Have you got the point? Yes? So far so good?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Compound sentence, compound complex, another example to understand more. Okay? So compound, as you see, compound complex sentence. Compound, it means two main clauses. two main independent clauses, plus one or more dependent IDs or dependent clauses or subordinate. So look at the sentence below. It is dark, but we shall travel, though it is difficult. So if I tell you, okay, Abdullah, though it is difficult, does this sentence or this clause gives any meaning to you when we say though it is difficult? Have you understood, grasped the meaning, what I
No.
mean? No. Though it is difficult, what would you like to say? Though it means there is something missing here. Okay?
Yeah, like information.
Yeah, we need something to explain, though it is difficult. There is something. We can't understand what though it is difficult. So this means this sentence with the red color, it's not, it gives no sense on itself, on its own, on its own. That's why we call it dependent or subordinate. It's not essential. It's not main. It's not independent. So this is preceded with though. Though is kind of coordinator. Either we say though or is spite of or despite or in spite. Synonym of though is in spite of or despite. Okay? رغم. Though it is difficult, despite or in spite. رغم أنها صعبة. أو أن السفر صعب. أو أن هذا الأمر صعب. Though it is difficult. إذن هذه dependent clause or subordinate clause. But when we say it is dark, I understand. If I tell it is dark. Yes, the meaning got, yes, I understand. It is dark, okay. You have to use a torch, or you have to switch on the light. Or you have to drive slowly to be careful. There are holes, maybe. Or when you are walk, you have to pay attention, otherwise you will slip on your head. So it is dark. It means this is main clause or independent clause. Then we say we shall travel. If you say we shall travel, yes, okay, I understand. We shall travel. Why? Why not? Travel is healthy for mind, for state of mind, for state of health, etc. We shall travel. So main clause is it is dark. It gives one piece of information. It stays with its own. Plus, we shall travel. Another main clause or independent clause stays with its own. So we have two main clauses or two independent clauses linked with a but. But is a connective. So this is called compound. Then we have though, which is another conjunction. It is difficult. It does not stays with its own. It means it gives no information by itself. So it is dependent or subordinate clause, which depends on the previous two main clauses or independent clauses, which is complex. So here we have compound complex sentence. Again, to sum up, connectives in English. And also, besides, furthermore, moreover, in addition for IDs, for time. Next, finally, now subsequently, thereafter, after a short time. For order, first, second, finally, from here on the to begin with. Continue, please.
Okay. Can you increase your voice? You can't hear you well.
Can you please read connectives? Continue reading the chart. Connectives in English for place. Read, please, aloud.
Okay, I'll read it.
Read aloud. Let me hear you. اقرأ بصوت مرتفع.
إن شاء الله بقرأ. بس يحتاج أسوي شيء بالسيتنجز مالي. شيء خربان شيء.
Okay. Can't you see very well?
I can see. But there's a problem with my laptop. Give me 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And I'm back. Hello?
Yes, okay. Can you please read aloud?
Okay.
Yes, connectives in English.
Okay. Okay. Um, Connectives in English.
Yes,
Additions of ideas.
yes,
And
connectives.
also
Connectives like this. Connectives. Yes, the
connectives.
verb is to connect. It means to join, to link. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Addition of ideas. And also besides, furthermore, moreover, in addition.
Yes.
Place, above, behind, below there, to the right, left, nearby.